Hi YouTubers, it's next for video now, so it's going to be a poor video, so it's going to be a video for Cigar Gang, this big ass motherfuckers on Cigar Gang, so another guy talk video, so yet another guy talk video, number 11 I believe, so for Cigar Gang, nice big ass motherfuckers on Cigar Gang. So basically what I want to talk about right now, where do you draw the line? So this has to do with women, dating, and fetishes. So basically everyone has their own, personal things that turn them on, to give them a bone or whatever, and obviously, I'm talking about, heterosexual, male dating, that kind of stuff, that kind of shit. So basically, where do you draw the line between what is considered a good fetish versus something that's considered just a gross fetish? So, some people have different fetishes. Some people, like, for example, women's feet, or, women's bellies, or some guys like women's, boobs, for example. That's very common, extremely common. Some guys like women's butts, like the ass, like the big ass cigar, Some guys like, big butts, small butts, medium-sized butts, that kind of stuff. Nice big ass butts, like the big ass cigar, all that kind of shit, Some guys, like women who have very big boobs. Some guys like women who have smaller boobs. Some guys like women who are, for example, much older or much younger, or like a cougar, that kind of stuff, that kind of shit, But for example, where do you draw the line? So I think it's perfectly normal, it's not, unhealthy or, gross by any means to be, say, 25 years old and have a crush on somebody who's, say, 40 years old. I mean, assuming the person's, hot, like hot ass, like the big ass cigar. I mean, I think that's perfectly fine. That's, obviously it probably wouldn't work out in the end if it actually happened in real life. But it's perfectly fine, for somebody who's 25 to have a crush on somebody who's 40 or 45. Same thing with liking women's boobs, women's asses, like the big ass cigar, big ass pipe. That's perfectly fine. Where you start to get a little bit creepy, creepy ass like the big ass cigar is like feet, like belly buttons, and like armpits. That's kind of like okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not like you're thinking about like hurting anybody or anything like that, nothing like that, that kind of creepy shit, but it's like, okay, it's like, where do you draw the line? It's like, okay, it's one thing if you say, okay, I like to give a woman a foot massage, that's perfectly fine, that's probably pretty normal to give a woman a foot massage, as long as your feet are clean, as long as your feet aren't sweaty and dirty, but if you're talking about, like, licking, sucking a woman's toes, and, like, smelling a woman's sweaty sneakers or sweaty socks, that's really fucking gross, dude. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's really fucking gross. I mean, it probably is pheromones that turns you on, it's like, that gives you a boner, but it's like, that's really kind of fucking gross. I mean, smelling somebody's sweaty socks after a week of, wearing sweaty socks, that's really nasty. Same thing with, like, okay, women's underarms, it's like, okay, you like women's, broad shoulders, women who have, who wear tank tops, women who have, clean-shaved underarms, it's like, that's one thing, but on the other hand, if you don't want a woman to shower for 2 weeks and get all sweaty and dirty, and then you want to smell her sweaty pits, it's like, that's really nasty, that's really fucking nasty, that's really where I draw the line. So, then you get into all kinds of crazy shit, all kinds of crazy fucking shit, like, okay, I want a woman to shit on me, or a woman to pee on me or piss on me, it's like, or a woman to puke on me, it's like, that's really fucking gross. I mean, and there's just really nothing attractive about that. I mean, it's not like giving a woman a foot massage, or like looking at a woman who has her belly button pierced. It's like, there's nothing attractive about, like, what's attractive about, at least in my opinion, just like my asshole, everyone has one, it's like, what's attractive about, having a woman, vomit on you, or having a woman, piss on you, or shit on you, it's like, what's attractive about that? There's nothing, remotely attractive, it's just gross, I mean, it's just disgusting, it's fucking nasty, and then you have all kinds of crazy fucking shit, like, I want a woman to wear, like, a diaper, and shit in her diaper, and smell her dirty shit, it's like, all that nasty fucking shit. So, bottom line is, there's a hierarchy, there's a difference between like liking a woman's boobs and liking a woman's puke. So big ass cigar for life. Bye.